What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. If you're a subscriber, welcome back as always. On the table in front of me, I have a new projector to test out, the HYTOBP LT2. This is a full HD LED projector with a really nice design aesthetic, a great built-in speaker, and even some smart functionality that sets it apart from a lot of the budget options on the market. In this video, I'm going to unbox it, tell you about all the important specs and features, give you a demo of it in action, and tell you my real-world thoughts from having used it over the past few weeks. Before we dive into that, make sure that you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any more videos coming in the future. But enough about that, let's take a look at the LT2. Real quick, before I dive into the unboxing, the LT2 is an LED projector, like I mentioned, with 600 ANSI lumens, making this a great projector for dark environments. If you want to set up your own little home theater or use this in a living room with the blinds shut and the lights off, this is going to be great for situations like that. I would say it's not powerful enough to use in light rooms or as a presentation or meeting projector, and we'll talk about why in a little bit, but suffice it to say, this is a great budget option for those of you out there that just want a projector to get a better home movie experience. With the built-in LED light engine, this is going to last up to 25,000 hours, which is what the LED is rated for. No bulb changes, which is a really great feature. One of the best features of this projector, however, is the autofocus capability and the auto keystone correction. These are settings that you would normally have to adjust every time you moved and set up the projector if it wasn't permanently installed, and having the projector do that automatically is a huge plus. But enough about specs, let's dive into the unboxing. Now, the packaging itself doesn't give you any indication what the brand or the model is, so you really would have no idea just looking at it. But once you open the box up, you're gonna see something that I am really happy about, and I always appreciate when companies include this, a travel case for the projector. A really nice, kind of looks like a lunchbox, heather gray, not utilitarian, good carry handle and zipper on it. And this is great if you're gonna use this on the go. Take it camping, take it to the lake, do a little movie in the backyard. This is just nice for transport and keeping it protected so you don't have to have the cardboard box, okay? Love to see that. There's even a pocket on the inside for the cables. Now, speaking of the cables, in this little accessory bag, you're going to get your manual, of course. You're going to get a power lead, which thankfully is the replaceable, just standard kettle lead, I think is what they call these. Really, really love to see that. And then you're also gonna get an HDMI cable. Now, we'll talk about the inputs and outputs in just a moment, but that's what comes in the packaging. Now, opening up the travel or storage case here, the projector itself is encased in another layer of plastic, again, to protect from dust in transit. You're not gonna keep this on when you're using it. The projector has a really cool design aesthetic. It's got fabric on top here, a nice white gray contrast. There's even fabric covering the speaker grill in the back, which is just, it's a standout feature to me. It means this company kind of went above and beyond just a black projector box. I really like to see that. Air vent on the side, rubber feet on the bottom. You do have a little extendable tripod or like angling foot here to tip it up if you need to have your projector or your screen up in the air. Now, notably absent is mounting hardware. I'm not seeing any mounting hardware. I was just using this on a table, so it wasn't really a criteria that I needed per se, but just bear in mind that that's not there. You do get a lens cover right here. You have a nice polished face here, and then on the top, the buttons are touch sensitive, not push button. I prefer push button. I like the analog touch. These have worked fine, not really any issues registering the touch, but I don't know, buttons just seem more reliable to me. And then around the back, you have your power input. On the side of the projector, we have an array of ins and outs. We've got two HDMIs, we've got two USBs, and we have an AV out, like a line out for your audio system, and a headphone output if you wanna listen to this in a more quiet environment. Now, the buttons on the top, let me see, I'll kind of get a close-up of that maybe in just a sec. You can kind of see it right there. We've got basic navigation, up, down, left, right, which can also be your skip buttons. We've got a source change button right here on the projector, so you don't have to reach for the remote, a back button, an OK or enter button, and just a power button, which you can tap twice to turn the projector off and even access a few other different functions. Now, once I got this powered up, it says it can go for screen sizes anywhere from 60 to 300 inches. I was using a 100-inch screen, and it was perfect for that. Again, not bright enough to use, and even a moderately lit room, you really want a dim or completely dark room for maximum contrast and picture quality. Now, the menu is very easy to navigate. You can connect this to your Wi-Fi and use it to access some of the onboard internet capable functions. You can cast directly to this, and of course, you can hook up an array of inputs right here on the side. Now, once I got it fired up, I did a couple different movie tests with it. I ran some generic 4K clips from YouTube, standard travel footage, really nice, full, vibrant colors, sharp image. I loved how it looked on that. That's kind of my standard test footage, but really I got impressed when I switched it over to the Mario movie. Was watching that with my family. The colors were so bright and vivid. I didn't feel like it leaned super warm, super cool. Pretty neutral color palette, plenty sharp. The autofocus worked really well. It is worth noting that the autofocus will kick in anytime the projector is jostled or tipped or angled. There must be some sort of accelerometer in it that triggers it to do that. So if you've got it set up somewhere and someone bumps the projector in the middle of your movie, it will kick into the autofocus, which only takes about 5 seconds to complete, but keep that in mind. Now, there was not a way that I could manually engage the autofocus, like a button to select to engage autofocus, so at times when I wanted to make sure the focus was correct, I had to like kind of bump the projector and move it around to get it to go. There is a manual focus option right on the remote, so if you want to dial it in yourself, you can do that as well. I also played some clips from Gemini Man, 60 FPS, nice high quality 4K video. And this doesn't do 4K, but the image looked really great on it nonetheless. Overall, comparing this to other projectors that I've owned in the price range, I think the picture quality is just as good or better than those, and the added auto keystone adjustment and autofocus is a huge lifestyle improvement for me. I love not having to get in and twist the lens manually with my hand or do an electronic focus with the remote. It takes time, it's a pain, especially if you're pulling this projector out for certain occasions and it's not set up permanently. If you want to read more about this projector, I will include a link down in the description. You can go read about the projector there, buy. It will help support the channel, doesn't cost you anything, and I would of course love you for it. If you're not going to pick this up today, let me know what you think of it down in the comments or what your favorite budget projector is. Like the video, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any content coming in the future. That's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.